It's been a massive week when it comes to releases of aircraft in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator. We've got you covered with all of that and the latest announcements and releases. So let's jump into this week's video. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator update video. In these videos, we take a look at all the Flight Simulator news and development in one weekly video. Now, before we jump into this week's video, 74% of all viewers that watch these videos aren't not subscribed to the channel. So if you could help us out, it would be much appreciated. Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know when our next video or stream is live. Kicking off this week's previews, and the first one goes to the team over DC Designs, which is the first time we've heard any news from them when it comes to the development of the Concorde. This week we were treated with an update of the Concorde. DC Designs have mentioned since the release of their original Concorde on a previous sim, they've learned a lot over the past couple of years, and this version should be more detailed than the others, but it won't be a study level aircraft. You'll still need to use flows to correctly get from A to B. DC mentions that the animations coding for most of the flight deck switches are almost complete, and over the next few weeks the team is preparing a full animation of the cockpit should be completed, which will lead into a full testing of the aircraft. We still don't have any idea about release dates of the Concorde, but we'll keep you posted and a close eye on development when it comes to this package. Simultech Salge, if I said that correctly, this week announced the new product, which is my replacement assistant truck. This product essentially replaces all the default catering and fuel trucks in the simulator. 4 different trucks with 35 different liveries will be populated the airports around the globe. Simultech mentions that the trucks are fully functional and will hook perfectly to your aircraft. You can view animated actors refueling using the catering and elevators and also the trucks. This package will be available for PC and as well as Xbox through the marketplace, which is pretty cool, but at this stage no release date or pricing. PMDG was in the news again when it comes to the 737. This time we have learnt that there's still some roadblocks from the simulator which is slowing down the development of the 73. So we don't have a release date yet, but surprise, surprise, were you expecting one? Come on. But we did learn about their pricing and release strategy. This will be a different format from what we've seen that PMDG has done in the past. The first aircraft release will be the 737-700 as a base, which will include the BCF and the BBJ variant. 6 weeks after that, we will see another release base such as the 800, which would include variants of the 800 BFC and the BBJ2. There's no details of which variant we'll see that will come after the 700, but I don't think it will be an 800, it'll probably be something else. But let us know in the comments below, what's your prediction date when it comes to the PMDG 737-700 for Microsoft Flight Simulator? We would love to know and have some fun with it. Moving on to this week's releases, and this one I just missed out last week's video, and it is the release of the Carinado Skymaster 2C33H. This sought after iconic GA aircraft is a rendition of the Cessna 337 Super Skymaster, which is known for its push and pull design and a front and rear engine design. The package consists with a level of detail we would expect from Carinado GA aircraft, with its PBR textures, original sound recordings from the real aircraft, onboard tablet which you can interact with the co-pilot, static elements and other features. Will include in the package is 5 liveries, a GNS 530, a GTN 750 integration which is optional, it's another payware product, cold, dark, ready to taxi and ready to take off options, engine has the wind sounds when you do open up the door, which is pretty cool, realistic flight dynamics and more. You can pick up your copy of the Skymaster directly from the marketplace store. In the next release for the week goes the team over Aeroplane Heaven as they released their North American P51D Mustang. Aeroplane Heaven been working on this high detailed version of the Mustang, and we know it's been in testing for a while, but with a surprise this week it was actually released. They mentioned that this rendition of the aircraft comes with a high quality modeling and PBR textures with accurate flight dynamics and performance of the aircraft. The team has gone to great lengths with the working on the code to simulate the tail dragging braking behavior and other features included in the package is authentic cockpit designs, which include bespoke animations and effects, animated authentic of a US military pilot figure, which you can always swap back to the default Asobo one, special animated realistic undercarriage operations and famous hydraulic drop, the choice of classic and modern radios, a special Wise sound package has been included, and you can pick up your copy of Aeroplane Heaven's P51 directly from their store. I'll leave a link in the description below. And in the biggest release for the week is the team over at Airsoft as they released the Twin Otter for Microsoft Flight Simulator. We have known about this long development of the Otter for some time now, and the team has tried to incorporate many new features and take the full advantage of the sim's potential. Airsoft has gone to great lengths, including many different variants of the Twin Otter, including the 100 with floats and wheels, cargo passengers, along with the 300 version, which has wheels, cargo floats, and skis. The 300 has an optional for a 3-blade prop or a 4-blade prop, and also has the skydiver version. With this all in the package, it comes with a Wise sound and uses over 300 different sounds for the aircraft, that's pretty insane. Icing has also been modeled for most surfaces of the aircraft with a functioning DI system. A full avionics stack includes such as the Garmin 530, the Bendix ADF, and the Collins 913K autopilot. The feature list is quite lengthy, and we don't have time to go through it in this video, but there will be many more features than what we have just mentioned. So if you want to pick up your copy of the Airsoft Twin Otter directly, you can get it directly from the Airsoft store, in the Sim Marketplace, in the Sim, or from the Just Flight store, and there's more available too, but we'll just leave a couple of links for some of them. Dominic Design Team has released a new airport this week. This one is, and I'm hopefully going to say this correctly, Shintose Airport. This airport is one of the busiest in Japan. It's located in Hokkaido, if I said that correctly as well, with 4 large runways and many terminal parking spaces to suit all sizes of aircraft. It's easy to see why this is one of the busiest airports in Japan. Some of the features include PBR textures, dynamic lights, real ground markings, custom handcrafted pavement showcasing imperfections, and custom jetways. You can pick up your copy of Shintose Airport directly from the Sim Market store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Moving on to this week's development update, and to be honest, being so close to a pending release of a world update or a sim update, it's always a little quiet around the Asobo hangars. They did remind us about a pending development Q&A that will be live on January 26, which is Australia Day, oi oi oi. We should receive some highlights around the Aussie update, and usually we get some spoilers and what's in store with the next project when it comes to the next world update and so forth. There's no update on the development roadmap this week, but we did get a different looking feedback snapshot when it comes to the top items on the wish list. This time the team has given us a little more detail in the description of where each item is in its development. I guess they're hoping to be a little bit more transparent in the development of the sim. Hopefully this is something that continues from the team, and we see more detail when it comes to these updates. I won't go through each as we have covered most of these in previous videos, but I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check out this week's development blog from Microsoft Flight Simulator. This week's community triage update. Basically, these are weekly updates on the top bugs that are spoken about in the forums, and we're going to continue these in the videos because we do get asked about bugs and that sort of stuff in our streams. A performance drop when using pop-out screens. This has now been resolved, and we should expect to see an update in Sim Update 8. The Thrustmaster settings on the HOTAS 1 for Xbox don't save. This has been fixed, and we'll see it in Sim Update 8. And losing a mouse control on the Xbox. This one is being investigated. So they're the main bugs that they included in the triage this week. Moving on to third-party marketplace updates. This week we have seen 7 new airports, 6 new aircraft, and 19 scenarios that have been released on platforms in various stores around the globe. Around the time of creating this video, there has been no marketplace update, but we should expect to see the update the following day, which was mentioned by the team at Asobo. So unfortunately we can't update you on this one, but feel free to jump into the marketplace over the weekend, and you never know, you might see some really cool airports or new aircraft that's all going to surprise us. If you got this far in the video, thank you very much. You are a bunch of legends, or you fell asleep and I'm just waking you up now. Be sure to hit that like button, and if you are one of the 74% of viewers that watch these videos that aren't subscribed, please help us out. It's much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button and help us on our way to get to 100,000 subscribers. Stick around if you want to check out some of our other favorite videos here. I'll leave a link in one, and one you can press a button here and feel free to check it out, and we'll see you over there.